Yes, major history again, and according to the latest reports, America Task Force comprising an aircraft carrier, I think it's either Eisenhower or the Lincoln aircraft carriers, soon to arrive in the Middle East um, at the orders of President Trump. A vast armada he has assigned for potential activity in that sector in the aftermath of these recent broad crackdown in Iran, which even according to the government officials there has claimed many thousands of lives. Now, the scenario reminds me of what happened during the first Gulf War under the President Bush Sr., where the successful conclusion of or liberation of Kuwait, as you might have it, was an uprising in various areas in southern Iraq, and President Bush exhorted the rebels and insurgents to rise up and overthrow the dictator Saddam Hussein, which they were in the process of doing, and accelerate that process after his statements. But unfortunately, for them, President Bush did not follow up on his threat to intervene, and the rebels and protesters were violently suppressed at a cost of tens of thousands of lives. And it seems as if this similar situation is playing out over there in Iran, which is next door to Iraq. President Trump says help is on the way, and regime is days are numbered, but it was followed by inaction on his part. Many thousands of these protesters lost their lives subsequently on crackdown. Estimates range from 6,000, 5 or 6,000, to upwards of at least 30,000. But however, Trump has sent this task force to the area to supplement other United States forces in various countries in the area: Jordan, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and so forth, and already have permanent assets in that area. So will the United States intervene to take action against this Iranian regime? At this stage, it's like 50-50, because I think the United States' main goal is to protect its personnel and its assets in that area and its interests, and secondarily to protect the protesters who are now has been crushed into silence for the time being. And Secretary of State Marco Rubio as much as stated so that the primary goal is to establish a perimeter or protective cordon to make sure American military personnel and their allies in the area are safe. So it could have been the same scenario uh, repeated, as one commentator said, history repeats itself versus tragedy, and that's farce. I think that's been attributed to Karl Marx, and we may well see a repetition of that same outcome, unfortunately. Thank you.